Now, I've been banging on about just how good Gyroflow is for stabilization of videos in different groups on Facebook and such for some time now. So I thought it would be helpful to do a little video to demonstrate just why I think it's so useful. I have an A6700 Sony camera, and I've always found that the stabilization is pretty good for stills, be it in camera, IBIS or OSS or a combination of the two. And it's okay for stationary video like this, or where your camera is basically staying in the same place and taking the same shot, but really useless for panning. And a lot of the videos that I do are of model aircraft in flight, and they're small, they're fast, and you're panning constantly. And panning, active stabilization, yeah, kind of okay. Standard stabilization, absolutely dreadful. So I was delighted to find that Gyroflow, which uses the gyros which are installed in this wonderful camera and most of the high-end Sonys, and quite a lot of others too, gives you very flexible stabilization and a quite different experience than the basically very old-fashioned now stabilization in cameras. High-end mobile phones use gyros for stabilization in real time, and I don't know of any cameras that actually do that yet, although it may be that the very latest with what they call dynamic active stabilization, they may well be doing that, but I don't have an A75 available to check it out. Tempted, we'll see. But with Gyroflow, wow. Now, it may seem that I'm trying to sell something to you. Two things: I don't really know who does it, who produces it, and it's free. So don't get carried away with that. Let me just show you what it can do, and if you don't have a go with it, I think you're missing out on something. Anyway, I've done some simple test shots to try and demonstrate this, and I'm fiddling around with video editing too, because I like that sort of thing. Here we go. So as an example, I've taken a short clip filmed on my local lake at 70mm using my 70-350 lens. This is unstabilized. This is now using active stabilization. It's not too bad, but I hope you notice that there's a very significant crop in order to get to this, and we can do better. So I'm now going to show you how I use Gyroflow. This is using the Gyroflow app. You load up the video file, and the gyro data is already stored in the file. You don't need to bother with an XML file. You've got here the various metadata, which Gyroflow reads really well. It's identified the lens automatically, and for this one there is a standard Sony profile, which is very good. There's many to choose from, and other people have created profiles for the same lens. Options on the right here. The main one is smoothness. I've set it at 20%. As soon as you load the file, it does the stabilization. It takes no time at all. There are various options. Lock horizon is an interesting one, but I'm not going to get into all the details. But if you do go ahead and play with it, you'll see. The export settings of the rendered file. There are extensive options. I'm going to stick with H.264. The advanced options at the bottom there. To be perfectly honest, I've no idea, never tried. It seems to work just fine. So I'm now playing it through with the stabilization, and you'll see that the crop is very much smaller with 20% smoothness than the active stabilization. And there's an option here which is really cool. You can you can toggle this view of the stabilization, and you can see the window in the middle is the stabilized footage, and outside you can see the extent of the crop that it's made. You then, having got the file that you're happy with, export, and it will render in the format that you've chosen. I'm doing that now, and you'll see it's pretty quick on my PC. I invested in a 5000 series NVIDIA card, so it does hardware acceleration very well, and it's the video card that does all of the video work. It does H.265 brilliantly. So it does take longer on a slower PC. The PC itself is not an amazingly quick one, but the card's quite good. But it's at the bottom end of the range of the 5000 ones, so we're talking $500, something like that. Works well, huh? There's another way of doing that. This is the stabilized footage that I exported, just so you can see the end result. And the other way of doing it is to use the add-in which you can install into DaVinci Resolve, and I'm pretty sure it's the same in Premiere Pro and the other video editors. And here we put the unstabilized footage into the timeline. I chose the effect Gyroflow, just drag it down, drop it on that clip, and it very quickly does the stabilization, and you can then change the parameters. If I put it to 20 as I did using the app, the end result will essentially be the same. Similar options. I haven't again tried with all of them. I've used the horizon lock, which is particularly good. And now I'm just going to demonstrate that using this, you can also change it live while you're doing it. And you can, hang on, let's just go back. I'll pause it there so we don't repeat the whole thing. And you can also see the stabilization overview, which I included from the one recorded using the app, to see the extent of the shrinkage, if you like. Really good. I've added another very short clip, which I shot using a much shorter lens of 15mm, and I'm holding the camera down next to the ground by the top handle, keeping it as still as I can. Now you'll see the stabilized version, and I've stabilized with only 10%, so the crop is very small, and I hope you agree that the overall effect is really very usable. Well, I hope you found that informative and you feel inspired to try Gyroflow. If you do, I'm sure you won't be disappointed. And it really is a quite different end result to any of the in-camera stabilization. All of the footage I shot was 4K 50 FPS, because I'm in Europe, and a shutter speed of 200. Gyroflow doesn't like slow shutter speeds, and you have to give up on the 180-degree rule, which I think frankly is overrated anyway. And if you're interested in that, you'll find many videos, most of which I've watched, but I still don't really understand why it's relevant today. So hope you enjoyed that. I'm new to this, but I'm having great fun doing it, and enjoy your video shooting.